because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes.
He'll drop this one off to Swift.
You talk about this Bengals defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but they have any hopes of making waves in January. They've got to improve in this area.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Throwing now is Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
The Chiefs had 2 and 13 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They get the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early, but it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Tommy Townsend to punt for Kansas City.
He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit, because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit, in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
11 MT, 11 MT. 11, 11, 11.
Burrow will throw. Flushed out right.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
This 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Swift. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. You talk about this Bengals defense.
This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Down to about the 32.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bengals nothing.
Here is 3rd down and 4. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Yellow. 15.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Chiefs have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's the way to find pay dirt, Patrick Mahomes. Hey, you remember some of the scrambles in the playoffs last year while he's playing on a bad wheel? Oftentimes he's maneuvering just to find a way to throw the football. But last season, 4 touchdowns on the ground, a career high, continuing to develop as a runner, and often finding the end zone these days.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach it. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
He's going to have to hook up the shorts.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
11, 11, 11.
First down, Bengals.
11, 11, 11, 11. Stop.
First down, here's Burrow. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Throwing again, it's Burrow.
Throw left side, complete to Chase.
Touchdown!
Jamar Chase.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bengals are back within a score. Evan McPherson now for the PAT.
And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Bengals 7. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think, Robert?
Well, number one, they'll take to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Yellow, yellow.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw on target to James.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Richie James, 55 yards.
And the Chiefs are able to add on to that lead.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Burrow once again here on 2nd and 10. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. 3rd and 2, now Burrow. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
An unfortunate sequence there to try and get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll send a tight end in motion right.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Mahomes going to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Chiefs' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey.
Hey, 43, 15.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
In motion right is Tony.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive
12.
on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Now it's Burrow. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance.
There he goes, left side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Bird Smith Jr., 85 yards. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
14. Kevin McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. He'll look to throw. That is caught. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And a lane slow and materializing there as they get maybe a yard up to the 45.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw left side, complete to Tony. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Gotta go right here.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards.
Attack.
A loss of 2 yards. It's 4th down.
15. Yellow.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
11 MT. 11.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
11 mighty.
Now Burrow on 1st down. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide, because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To the air again, Burrow. Now throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
11.
Here's Burrow. flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
McPherson's kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance, so that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
They're on the 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
43.
And they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3. Swift is hit and he coughs it up. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing. Slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
63 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball.
Yellow.
And this offense on third down today, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw pulled in by Schwartz. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 1st down. Here's Burrow. And he's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Throwing now. Burrow on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at the earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, here's Swift. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The 71 yards on the ground here for Swift. He's got a 1st down as well.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. they feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, 43.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
Yellow.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. This is Swift on the counter. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here.